So who killed Nigel Roberts? Could it be his fiancée Angela? His ex-fiancée Brittany? His business partner Philip? Or his longtime friend Henrik? It was Nigel's business partner Philip who committed the crime. Because of his actions, Philip is found guilty of premeditated first-degree murder with a life sentence and no parole for 25 years. The motive. With the battery technology breakthrough at Electrotech,
A battery that could hold about 5 times the charge for roughly 1/10 of the cost.
it was bound to be a revolutionary development, leading to huge profits. Philip thought that he could remove Nigel from the picture to receive 100% of the profits on the upcoming launch. Even though Nigel had been cutting down on how much he drank,
Over time, Nigel has actually greatly reduced the amount that he had been drinking.
Philip still felt resentment for him because,
And Nigel's drinking problem over the years set us back significantly.
and gave even more motivation to go through with the murder. There were inconsistencies in Philip's story.
But there was still a long way to go, maybe 5 years or more.
Working on his battery idea with Philip.
It's almost done and that they would probably launch mid-January.
He would talk about the business he was building and how he would be ready to launch early into the new year.
He was certain it was right around the corner.
He was confident it was coming close to becoming a reality.
And with Nigel now gone, I may just have to cancel the entire enterprise.
Another detail is that Philip knew exactly where the needle was found, even without being told by the detective. We found this in a dumpster. Are you familiar with it?
And keep in mind where it was found. In a dumpster behind the East End bar, the one his buddy Henrik owns.
The method. Philip had planned this crime for 3 months. Philip started dating Brittany on September 29th. The intention was to swipe Brittany's badge and attain the chemical atropine sulfate monohydrate from her lab. This drug, if given in large doses, can have similar symptoms to an alcoholic overdose, which would fit well with Nigel's previous alcoholic nature. Brittany's badge was stolen during a date as Brittany went to the washroom. Philip was able to use this badge to enter Brittany's lab on November 2nd. This is the reason for Brittany's odd timed entry anomaly. Philip had been going over to Angela and Nigel's house to aid with their wedding plans.
Over the past month, we've been having Philip come over on Monday nights to help us plan the wedding.
I've been coming over every Monday for the past month to help them with their wedding plans.
But this was just a cover to plant Nigel's poison. Philip would do this while making coffee and injecting the atropine into a creamer. By seeing the number of creamers, Philip could anticipate when Nigel would inadvertently self-administer his own poison. Philip planted the poison on December 17th, and Nigel passed away on December 21st. The cover-up. By knowing the number of days that it would take Nigel to inadvertently ingest the atropine from the creamer in his morning coffee, this gave Philip time to remove himself from the scenario, hence not having contact with Nigel for the last 4 days. To avoid being caught, Philip added 2 layers to the plot. First was disposing said needle and vial in the dumpster behind the East End bar. So if the needle and vial was discovered, it could be led to the owner of the bar, Henrik, using the outstanding debt as a possible motivation.
I would let him put his drinks on a tab. It's like $7.5 grand last time I checked.
Philip also set up a false date for Brittany, so that she would be in Nigel's company the night before he died.
I was there for a date that didn't show up. Philip said he had a friend who was interested in meeting me. Thought I might give it a chance.
Placing her closer to the crime scene, using their bad breakup as motivation. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nigel, and how are you doing today? I hope you are doing well, because I am dead, apparently. Yes, came as a shock to me as well, which, now that I think about it, I don't know how I'm getting this message to you, it's coming from beyond the grave, which should break some fundamental law of nature, all right? But we're not going to worry about that. What we are going to talk about briefly is the conclusion to my murder mystery series. And you've just seen that it was indeed Philip who killed me, my business partner. How dare he? And he did so by spiking my coffee with the chemical atropine sulfate monohydrate, which I unfortunately drank and self-administered. But what really impressed me is just how quickly people were able to piece this mystery together. The comments that people have left, both in the comments on YouTube as well as Reddit, just some really detailed explanations, are able to uncover pretty much the entire backstory of the crime, as well as picking up all like the little details and the little clues that went along with it, which is very, very impressive, which, you know, because it was solved so quickly and easily, means that I'm going to have to make another one of these and make it more difficult in the future. You know, it's just really impressive to me being the content creator, just with the amount of time that I put into this and seeing the reception that people gave me, the amount of time that they invested in uncovering the solution and ruining their sleep schedules. It means that my content means more than just the length of the video itself. It goes beyond that, and it has a lasting impact, which means a lot more to me. So thank you. Now what I want to do is to quickly talk about what I'm going to be doing on my channel next, all right? I still want to be doing these larger projects, of course, because they get such a good reception and such good engagement. I wouldn't stop doing those, of course not. The thing is that they take up a lot of time to produce, and you know, there's large gaps in between these uploads, which means that I want to be doing something a little bit more small scale, and so I can upload them more frequently. And what I need is your help. I need your suggestions, all right? And there are two things that I'm gonna need from you, all right? The first thing that I ask is to leave me lines of dialogue that one person might say to another, all right? So it could be anything like very simply as, how's it hanging? You could maybe say, watch out, it's gonna blow. Or you could even leave me a Shakespearean sonnet if you so wanted to. All right, now I ask that you leave these comments either down in the comment section below or on Twitter, and for me to easily find them, I ask that you use the hashtag, all right, Nigels line, so that I can quickly find them. Again, this first suggestion is lines of dialogue that one person might say to another. All right, the second thing that I need from you is different film, TV, theater, and YouTube styles, right? So it could be anything from, say, a rom-com to a musical to film noir to sci-fi. And in terms of YouTube styles, there's a lot of iconic personalities here on the platform. So anybody who's got kind of like their own unique style, say, for example, your Casey Neistats, your Epic Meal Times, your Philip DeFranco's even as well, all right? So leave me those suggestions, all right? And I ask that you use the hashtag NigelStyle for that one, so I can quickly identify them. Once again, that is different film, TV, theater, and YouTube styles, all right? I'm gonna be using these suggestions in upcoming projects, and what I plan to do is that I plan to be uploading more frequently starting here in June, as well as for the rest of the summer, and see where that takes us. All right, but I think that is everything that I need to say. I look forward to seeing you soon. More content is coming on the way, and I will see you then. Once again, thank you so much for watching, so much for playing.